Such a great time to be in Seattle. Pike Place Market. Go there, get a little. Get some vittles for breakfast. Why not? Enjoy the sunshine, walk around, and then make your way down here to Soto and take in a baseball game as the Mariners go for their first sweep of the season. Trying to close out the Angels and close out the first half of the season. Welcome, everybody, to Mariner Baseball. It's the Mariners and the Angels. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew. Iwakuma's on the mound trying to close them out. Let's take a look at the Angel order for today.
For the Angels and manager Mike Socha leading off, it'll be J.B. Shuck. Plenty of speed at the top of the line. He had Mike Trout hitting second. He had a triple in last night's ball game. Then it's Albert Pujols. See what he's done against Iwakuma. Not much, just 2 for 16 with 5 strikeouts. Then it's Josh Hamilton, the cleanup hitter. Kendrick Trumbo, Cayespo, Ionetta, and Eric Ibar rounding out the 9 for the Angels. Iwakuma on the year, 7-4 record. ERA just under 3, 2.97 ERA for him. Only 97 hits over 124 and a third innings, 106 strikeouts and just 18 walks. Really good numbers across the board. Iwakuma's last start before he heads off to the All-Star game. T-Mobile defense for the Mariners. Ibanez in left. Dustin Ackley did a good job in center field back out there this afternoon. Saunders is in right. And on the infield, Kyle Seager, your third baseman. Miller and Franklin playing up the middle. Justin Smoke drove in 4 runs. He is the first baseman again this afternoon, and Mike Zunino will do the catching.
Iwakuma trying to get his first win since June 10th against Houston. 0-3 with 2 no decisions since then. He's had problems with the home runs, Mike.
He has, and again, it comes down, I think, to his fastball location. Everybody knows about the split finger, but for him to get to that pitch, he has to work ahead and counts, and that's been a little bit of an issue. Too many fastballs up and in the middle of the plate.
Umpires today, Hal Gibson has balls and strikes behind home plate. Marty Foster at first, Tim McClellan at second, and Marvin Hudson at third. Keep in mind, in this ball game, Iwakuma has given up 20 home runs, third in the American League. Blanton is tied for first, having given up 22 home runs.
Something Iwakuma will have to do, work down in the strike zone. It's something he's been so good at up until, I guess about 3 weeks ago is when he started having his issues.
On back is Seager. Miller can't get it out of their reach. Right before the game, Boeing salute the kids day. Writes with his left hand.
Well, I did not know that.
Wind southwest at 4, and just gorgeous day here. Good to see the kids. So we'll have a youngster up here at some point during the ball game. Take a bound to Mariner vision.
And you mentioned all the home runs by Iwakuma and Blanton both. It's going to be a warm day. Temperatures supposed to be in the upper 70s. So you guys will definitely have to try to keep the ball on the ground because it will carry this afternoon.
Right into Zunino's glove. Good start here for Iwakuma, striking out J.B. Shuck.
Here is a good fastball. Once he gets ahead in the count, every now and then he'll elevate a fastball up out of the strike zone, and that's what he does right here. 92 miles an hour as he throws it by Shuck. Good look from our McDonald's Supermo.
Can't dial it up much better, can you?
No.
68 degrees. Perfect sky. Very comfortable. And haven't looked at the weather map in a few hours, but I think it's safe to say in the Continental 48 we got the best weather in the country right now.
Beautiful. It's supposed to be that way all week.
Here's Mike Trout. Might be starting in the All-Star game. This one popped up. Smoke fighting the sun. The railing. He's there. Makes the catch. Big out. 2 down.
This is well played by Justin. Sunshine, railing. Not sure how far into the stands it's going to go, but good concentration to stay with it. Right in the webbing.
Albert Pujols stands in. Albert 0 for 4 last night. First 2 times up, called third strikes against Felix Hernandez. Wasn't wasting any time here as Raul Ibanez will settle under. Make that the center fielder Ackley. Makes the catch, and Iwakuma underway here. The All-Star throws just 7 pitches to get the first 3 outs of the ball game on this spectacular day in Seattle. Mariners coming to bat. Getting very comfortable leading off for the Mariners. 10th time he's leading off since his call-up from AAA. He's going to get things started. Let's take a look at the rest of the batting order for the Mariners.
And the Mariners have played well with Brad Miller in the leadoff spot. Then it'll be Nick Franklin, finally back from some knee soreness that he was having. Ibanez hitting third. Morales on this homestand. .423 average with 3 home runs for Morales. He will be the cleanup hitter. Then it's Kyle Seager. Justin Smoke drove in 4 runs yesterday, including his 8th home run. He will hit 6. And it's Saunders, Zunino, and Ackley rounding out the 9 for the Mariners.
Strike 1 to Brad.
And for Blanton on the year, 2-11 record. He has really struggled with 5.40 ERA. Giving up a lot of hits, 143 hits in 108 innings for him.
How about that, huh? 65 earned runs, second to R.A. Dickey. 71 runs total, second to R.A. Dickey.
Look at those numbers. It is amazing with his struggles. He has 2 quality starts against the Mariners. 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs in his first outing, and then down in Anaheim, or excuse me, here in Seattle, he went 6 2/3, just 2 earned runs.
Brad Miller in the right field and hangs up for Hamilton. 1 out.
T-Mobile defense for the Angels. A lot of speed in the outfield. Shuck in left, Trout, the center fielder, and Josh Hamilton out in right. On the infield, Alberto Calespo at third. Ibarn Kendrick playing at the middle. Mark Trumbo, 20 home runs on the year. He is the first baseman. Chris Iannetta will do the catching this afternoon.
Good crowd last night. Had 32,458. Looks like that number could be matched here, or certainly challenged on this beautiful Sunday as Nick Franklin looks at ball 1. Franklin 0 for 3 last night.
And Nick missed a few games after fouling a ball off of his kneecap. First start came last night.
There's a strike 2 and 1. The Angels keep running Blanton out here. .312 batting average against. And he's only doesn't walk many people, so people are getting good looks at him and good swings on him.
Well, look at him, and you would think that things would turn around for him, but he's given up a lot of hits. You mentioned the 22 home runs, 143 hits in 108 innings. That's a lot.
"17 career games of Raul Ibanez waits. 17 career games against the Mariners for Joe Blanton. 8-6 record, 3.50 ERA. 5-1 here at Safeco Field for 3.13. Payoff here to Franklin. Takes it inside for ball 4. Out in the pen. Commerce. And at high end again. Big ovation for Mr. Raul Ibanez standing in.
See Raul's numbers: 267 average, 24 home runs, 55 RBIs here in the first half.
Raul's done the bulk of his work batting fifth. This is the 16th time he's batting third, and two class acts right there. Albert Pujols and Raul Ibanez. Albert with the minor fasciitis and a bad right knee, still soldiering on. And here Al Gibson say ball outside. Ten home runs last 18 games for Raul. Two and one. Infield double play depth. They roll about a step towards right for Mike Trout. With a ground rule double. He went left down the left field line yesterday. Pulls this one to Kendrick. They get the lead runner. That's it. 4-6 fielder's choice. Here's Franklin getting out of the way. Good athlete, and then.
Well, and it's Howie Kendrick, and you can see him get over. Switch his feet quickly, get the lead runner at second. That would be Franklin. And Raul Ibanez on at first base with the fielder's choice.
Bring up Kendrys Morales, 6-game hitting streak working, 283 batting average, 14 homers and 54 runs batted in. Had a good series. 2 for 4 last night, kept a run scored. Got robbed by Kendrick on a nice diving play in the 7th.
And with a glove.
First guy missed, second guy got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Play.
One to Morales. Looks at his strike. He's 0 for 6 against Joe Blanton.
Talking about Blanton with his 22 home runs he's given up this year. Mariners trying to extend their home run streak as a team. They're at 21 games, so they're trying to get to 22 games going into the break.
2-2. Eric Wedge had a laugh at the media today. He says, I'm smart enough to know I've got the same lineup as last night. There's got to be some kind of rarity. He's had 86 different lineups. His team's going well. He's not going to mess around with it now.
No, and I think the only thing that was surprising to me was the fact that Mike Zunino was still in the lineup. Typically, you switch the catchers out night game than a day game. But he has the all-star break, and Mike's a young man. Put him back out there.
That's exactly what he said. Hey, man, there's no. Why would I get off of this trade? 2-2. It's working. How about Felix Hernandez?
He was great last night.
And you knew, and we talked about it in the pregame yesterday, you knew doggone well he was not going to throw up another clunker against the Angels. Not going to happen.
No, not after what happened down in Anaheim. No way. How about that? 8 innings pitched, 7 hits, did not give up an earned run, didn't walk anybody. 4 strikeouts for him through 109 pitches.
He now leads the American League in ERA at 2.53. Morales hits it sharply right to Howie Kendrick. Mariners are gone in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. To the second inning we go here on a sunny Sunday. day. Some of the scenes from here in Seattle. That's in Madison Valley. Lots of good food, and I have been told and I've been reading that the Marquis de Lafayette had to eventually got into possession of the key to the Bastille. And who did he give it to? George Washington. Where's the key now? Mount Vernon, Virginia, right just outside Washington, D.C. Josh Hamilton will lead it off. 2 for 9 career against Iwakuma with a homer and 3 runs batted in. Followed by Howie Kendrick and Mark Trumbo. I got a feeling, based on what we've seen in the last few starts from Iwakuma, if he's going to miss, he's going to be missing down low consistently.
Well, I think that's going to be the plan. And again, last start didn't go well. Had a bullpen session to try to get things worked out. There's a breaking ball, didn't give in to Hamilton. Hamilton is the one I think that he needs to be concerned with because he's such an aggressive hitter. And as you mentioned, throwing too many fastballs in the middle of the plate, especially early in counts, could be costly against Hamilton, but I like the fact he was able to get a breaking ball over in a 2-0 count. That's a good split. Down out of the strike zone.
2-2 the count to Josh. 1 for 8 here in the series. 3 for 17 on the current road trip. Mariners will resume action next weekend in Houston, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then come back home for a week. Eric White said he will set his rotation after the All-Star break. Trying to get Stephen Pryor work back in. Tuesday and Wednesday he'll be pitching in Everett. And Hamilton strikes out. 1 out here in the second inning. Second K for Kuma.
All those pitches down, a couple of splits down out of the strike zone, and then he comes back with a good 4-seam fastball just above the hitting area and gets Hamilton to swing underneath it.
Kuma's got really good numbers against the Angels. Keep on keeping on. 4-0, 1.02 ERA, 5 starts, 6 games total. And Safeco, 19 1/3 innings pitched, 2-0 record, not giving up an earned run.
Another good slider from Iwakuma.
Kendrick going right side again. We see it so often, into the corner. Howie with his 14th double. And Kendrick hit a base hit right side and in the infield. An infield hitting a base hit to right last night.
Big reason why he's hitting 300. You can see Iwakuma, that high fastball has been an effective pitch to him. But with Howie Kendrick, inside out swing, hits it down into the corner. He has always had the ability to do that. He's just been more consistent at it this year. See his 14th double of the season. Came into the game hitting .307 with 11 home runs.
Second to Trout batting for this ball club. Mark Trumbo.
About the Mariners trying to get their first series sweep here of the first half. The first couple of games against the Angels, trying to get that done today.
That'll bring some good feelings if they can make it happen going into this break. too, as you look at the record. Only 2 here to Trimble. That would get him to 9 games under 500. With momentum going ahead, with the win, it makes him 8-5 over the final 13.
I think the hope is that with the way that they've been playing, especially the schedule they've had to play over these final 13 games in a row, is that they've gained a lot of confidence in what they're capable of doing. It's just a matter of going out and taking care of their business on a more consistent basis in the second half.
Good pitch. Strikes out Trumbo. 2 outs, 3rd strikeout for Iwakuma.
Well, it's another breaking ball. He's throwing a few breaking balls here early in the game, which is good to see. Takes a little bit more off of this one. 79-mile-an-hour curveball down and away.
Mariners Tech next 10-game stretch: Houston, Cleveland, Minnesota, and on paper certainly stacks up a little bit easier than what the Mariners have been going through here. For Texas, Cincy, Boston, and the Angels.
Certainly would like to see them give a little bit back to Cleveland. That was a tough series in Cleveland.
I don't think anybody who follows the Mariners in the 2013 season will ever forget May 17, 18, 19, and 20. 4 games, lose 3 of them on walk-offs. Kai Espo, 1 for 10 career against Iwakuma.
Espo had a good night last night. One of the few against Felix. 2 for 3 off of Felix last night. A couple of line drives back up the middle.
Franklin has a routine play. Throws him out. That'll do it. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. And look at Elliott Bay on this beautiful day. Mariners and the Angels move to the home second. Today's Tracer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest. Mike Morse t-shirt day here. Safeco Field Boeing Salute the Kids Day. The youngsters here at the ballpark, and they're going to get a chance to run around the bases at the conclusion of today's game. So you know they're fired up for that. Kyle Seager going to lead it off here in the Mariners' second. He's riding a 13-game hitting streak. As you know, leads the club in multiple offensive categories, including batting average at .293. Mariners looking for their first sweep of any kind against the Angels since June 06 when they swept them in a 3-game series.
Kyle having a good series, 3 for 6 with a home run.
Takes a strike, 1-2. Seager smoking Saunders here for the Mariners in the second inning. Time called. Howie Kendrick consulting with crew chief Tim McClellan. Must be something distracting him behind home plate. Somebody with a mirror, a light, phone, something. "32-year-old Joe Blanton hits a Seager. Strike three call. Got him. A strikeout for Blanton. One out here in the second. Enjoy the second annual 5K run walk inside Safeco Field this Saturday. Unique event. It's going to allow you to take a trip through the ballpark, including down on the field. More importantly, it helps support the Washington State Coalition Against Domestic Violence. Sign up right now for only $40, but hurry, space is limited to the first 1,500 participants. To register, log on to refusetoabuse5k.org. Justin Smoke looks at strike one. Like his proactive approach last night in a big spot, 3-run homer, first pitch, launched it over the fence in center field. It's this one hard but foul.
I liked his comments after the game, Dave, talking about that. He had the 10-pitch at bat where he had the base hit to drive in Morales earlier, and he said his first couple of at bats that Weaver had thrown him a lot of off-speed pitches, and he felt that in that third at bat that he was going to get a fastball early in the count. He was ready for it, and it hit it over the center field fence for a 3-run home run. I liked his process in that. Heading in the right direction. He has his average up to 266 now.
Leads the club in on base percentage, 366 as a lefty hitter. He's got a 402 on base percentage.
Take a look at on the homestand with Justin Smoke and Michael Saunders, a couple of hitters that have struggled earlier in the year. What they've done on the homestand: 348 for Smoke, 375 for Michael Saunders. That's good to see. You want to see him on the bases because of his ability to run. So a lot of positives for the Mariners, and one of the things they're doing, they're here on this homestand, Dave, and really on the road trip too in this stretch, is getting some production from the guys that are past Kyle Seager. You know, you look at this lineup, and it's been great to see Miller and Franklin at the top of it. Ibanez, Morales, Seager have been consistent in what they've done, but to get some production from the guys, that's a great piece of hitting by Justin Smoke. Another off-speed pitch off the plate away, and he punches it through the left side of the infield.
Smart hitting.
Yes, but to see those guys be productive and help out, that's the reason why we've seen the production as far as runs being scored on this homestand. The Mariners, through another good look at it, through the 6 games have scored 44 runs.
That's a heck of a number to look at. 7.3 runs per ball game, hitting 320. Entering the month, scoring just 3.62. Nice change. Saunders looking to extend his hitting streak to 7 games. He was 2 for 4 last night. A couple of singles, one to left, one to right. Count 2-0. Saunders 1 for 2 against Blanton. Fouled off. Mariners have seen plenty of Blanton. Came up with Oakland in 04. With that club till 08. Traded to the Phillies. Played back-to-back World Series with the Phils. Won a game in 08. Pitched in a game in 09. Went to the Dodgers last year. He went 2 and 4 there. Well hit right field. Michael Saunders has just hit a 2-run homer. An era of good feeling here in Seattle. as Saunders hits his 6th home run, extends his hitting streak to 7, and the Mariners have a 2-0 lead. Another early game home run. Got it on a 2-1 pitch.
Well, we just showed it. Smoke and Saunders have been hot on this homestand, and Michael gets an off-speed pitch, just 77 miles an hour, able to keep his hands back. That's a nice-looking swing. Hands back long enough, barrel this up and hit it into the seats in right field. A good swing by Michael.
Saunders with his 6th home run. Good for him.
You're talking about the Mariners' home runs early in games. It's good to see. Give Iwakuma a little bit of run support early, something to work with. Another look at the swing by Michael Saunders. This is a hanging curveball right in the middle of the plate.
388 feet worth. He knew it. Blanton's given up 23 home runs now. Moves ahead of Jeremy Guthrie for the most given up in the American League. You're just finished saying that the guy's beyond Seager in the batting order.
Producing.
Right on cue, yeah.
I think that's why you're seeing that run production. The numbers you were saying, 3.6 to 7. What was a 0.3 or 4 in that area? And that's the reason why those guys right there are chipping in, helping out, while Ibanez, Morales, and Seager continue to do what they've been doing.
Comebacker to Blando, throw out Zunino. 2 down. Take a look at our money tree in time play. Check the guy left side of the screen with the hat in the shade. One-handed catch. Nice. Oh, yeah. Do it every day. Hand it all the way.
That is impressive. Plenty of interference there for him,
right.
too. But a good grab out there in the seats in right field.
Here's a drive to left field. Going back a shuck. It'll stay in the yard. As Ackley gave it a pretty good ride. But a big highlight. Smoke with a base hit to left. You don't see him do that going opposite field. And then Saunders hammers one for 2-run homer. And the Mariners have an early lead. Today, AT&T brings you a fan pulse question. What do you think? Your MVP for the Mariners in the first half: Felix, Kyle, Kuma, or Ibanez? I'm going to go with Raul Ibanez. All of them are deserving, but I'm going to go with Raul Ibanez.
Yeah, I think you can make a case for all 4 of them, but yep. I think I would go with Raul also. Just the half that he has had, 24 home runs, and a lot of those home runs giving the Mariners the lead or tying ball games. Kyle Seager, you look at the hitting streaks, he's had 3 hitting streaks, double digits for Kyle, and just the overall consistency of his play. Felix, first time he's won 10 games going into the All-Star break. That's how good he's been. And at one point, Iwakuma was leading the league in ERA.
Franklin smothers, gets up. Oh, yeah, great play. Nick Franklin takes a base hit away from Chris Iannetta.
Well, we've talked about his range and the strong arm, Nick. Originally signed as a shortstop. It shows great range and concentration on this diving play. Back up the middle. Good look at our McDonald Supermo. And gets to his feet quickly. See the strong arm, fires it to first. Justin Smoke helping him out on a short hop, but a great play by Franklin.
One down here in the third. Here's Eric Ibar. Slaps one through the hole.
Second base hit off of Iwakuma in the game. There was a double last inning by Howie Kendrick, and then that base hit now by Ibar.
Ibar's third hit of the series. Back to the top of the order, J.B. Shuck. Angels don't run the way they used to. Ibar's 4 out of 8. As a team, they're 12th.
Yeah, just ahead of the Mariners. Mariners 13th. I'm hopeful that in the second half, that's a number that will change for the Mariners. They'll move up the list. They're becoming more athletic when you have Miller and Franklin up the middle. Both of them can run. Saunders starting to swing the bat well again, getting him on base. Still leads the team in stolen bases with 10.
But it's been a while.
It's been a while.
It did get caught. What was it, yesterday?
Yesterday, I believe. And then Ackley, same thing. Get him on base and get him running a little bit.
He's only attempted one bag.
I think that'll have to change in the second half. That's a part of his game that he's going to have to use a little bit more.
He's gotten one. He's 1 for 2. I figured by now, he'd have 10, 15 attempts. I know, he wasn't here for a stretch.
Right.
Fan pulse. Early return show a landslide for Mr. Ibanez. Runner was going.
That was a hit and run. That pitch well off the plate away. Shuck protecting the runner, Ibar. Normally he wouldn't swing at that pitch, but a little hit and run on. Fouls it off. And that's what you have to do as a hitter. You get your bat on it, you have to take a hack at it. And he was able to at least foul that pitch off to protect Ibar at first. But the good news is Iwakuma in a good count now, 1-2.
One down. 1-2 pitch, infield double play depth. Again.
It's early in the game, but so far it looks like Iwakuma has a good feel for his split. That's a pitch. You were talking about the home runs, a pitch that he's been leaving up and in the middle of the plate, but so far the ones that he's thrown in this one have been down out of the strike zone.
Strike 3 call.
Perfect pitch by Iwakuma. Comes right back with a good fastball. Knee high on the inside corner. Shuck's going to argue, but that was a good call by Hal Gibson, the home plate umpire. If you take a look at our EQC tracer and the location of this pitch, Iwakuma, oh, it's a split. That was one of the harder splits he's thrown. That one at 90 miles an hour. Good pitch.
Fourth strikeout. 2 outs here in the third is Mike Trout. Iwakuma is able to get him to pop out as Greg Gibson make that. Hal Gibson rings him up. Trout starting today, second to Miguel Cabrera in batting average. Cabrera started at 367, Trout at 322, tied with David Ortiz and Joe Mauer right behind them at 321. Third in runs, third in hits, 10th in RBIs, third in total bases. Great first half. Two and out. That's out of play. 2-1. We saw Trout triple off the right center field fence yesterday. That gave him the American League lead with 8 triples.
He hit a pretty good pitch from Felix Hernandez to a pitch that was down and away from him. Hit it off the fence out there by the 380 mark.
Two and one to Trout. On it goes. It swung on. Skied to right. Close to the line. Saunders sees it. Has it. And the Angels are done in the third. So Iwakuma picks up strikeout number 4 and strands a runner. He's got a 2-0 lead. Mariners have now homered in 22 consecutive ball games. Rangers hold the record back in 02, 27. Top of the order, here's Brad Miller. Flied out to right. Right before Saunders hit the 2-run homer into the right field stands. Justin Smoke on a 2-2 pitch. Got a base hit to left field, opposite field here. Good sign of some good things continuing, huh?
Well, it'll be interesting to watch the Mariners in the second half. You have Brad Miller, a recent call-up, hitting in the leadoff spot. One of the things that I've liked about him in that spot is, yes, he can run, but he's so aggressive on the fastball, even if it's the first one of the game. I think it's been getting the guys in the mode of kind of, let's get it going, get our hacks in.
Don't cheat yourself, right?
Right, and it works because you have Franklin right behind him, who is a more patient hitter and will work some counts. But just go ahead and turn Brad loose and let him go up there and get his hacks in. But I think it gets the guys in the right frame of mind to be aggressive on the fastball.
He's got a good eye here as he's worked the 3-2 count.
After being behind in the count 0-2.
Line drive, center field. Trout outruns it. Man, oh man. He's some kind of good, isn't he?
He can cover a lot of ground. Brad hit that ball hard, maybe a little too hard, and a lot of carry on the line drive. The Trout, this whole outfield for the Angels covers a lot of ground. All three of them can play center field. And that'll bring up Nick Franklin. Nick with a walk his first time up.
Ball one to Nick, who walked in a 3-2 pitch his first time.
I think one of the other reasons why this works too is because Nick, as we mentioned, walked his first time up, and a patient hitter doesn't mind hitting with 2 strikes. And we've already seen Brad Miller steal a couple of bases. I think as he kind of gets comfortable and works his way to where he gets on base a little bit more, I think Nick is certainly comfortable with taking some pitches and giving him an opportunity to get in scoring position by stealing some bases.
Miller's got some daring to him. I like that.
He's just he's an aggressive player. Everything about him is aggressive, and I like it too.
3-0 to Franklin. Takes a strike.
Olabanya's waiting on deck. He's not missing too many fastballs on the plate these days.
Right into the catcher's glove, full count. Payoff here to Franklin. And second time he's walked. 2 walks in the ball game, both to Nick Franklin.
I'll bring up Ibanez. Ibanez grounded the ball to the second baseman Kendrick. He was able to force out Franklin at second base. They weren't able to turn the double play.
Good view from third base grandstand upstairs. Hearing from a lot of people coming to Safeco for the first time, and they are enjoying it. I always tell them, walk around the entire ballpark, get a view from everywhere. There's a good view everywhere in this yard. And as the old campaign used to go, green grass, blue sky, and you get baseball outdoors here in Seattle. Good stuff. Franklin's 5 out of 6 in base stealing. Well, he hit it hard right at Trout, though. 2 outs. 2 outs here in the man aboard. Swing for the fences, just like Kendrys Morales and Kyle Seager, with the new Home Run Derby mobile game from MLB.com. It's available on iPhone and iPad. Download free today. Speaking of Mr. Morales, here he is now, 0 for 1, having grounded out to Howie Kendrick. 2 outs here in the third. 2-0 on a Michael Saunders 2-run homer in the second inning.
Aaron is a little bit unlucky in this inning. Brad Miller hitting a solid line drive right at the center fielder. Then the walk to Franklin Ibanez doing the same thing. Line drive right at the center fielder. So a couple of balls that have been hit hard in this inning for outs.
Good homestand for Morales. 11 for 27, 3 home runs.
Sure, Kendrys has the green light to swing 3-0 if he likes the pitch.
Takes a strike.
Good pitch from Blanton. You can see right on the outside corner and down.
Kyle Seager's on deck. Three and 2. 3-2. Franklin runs, and this one hit the center field as well, and Trout take all 3 outs here in the 3rd inning. Nothing across for the Mariners. They lead 2-0. Saunders with a 2-run homer in the 2nd inning. Ball on Root Sports, being brought to you by Sterling Bank. Nobody works harder for you. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. By Mazda, we believe if it's not worth driving, it's not worth building. And by Jack in the Box. Go to a Jack in the Box near you with Jack's new Big Stack Burger. More Bastille Day celebration. That's in Madison Valley. Oh, we needed some French bread and some wine, and we're good. We're going to hear from the chef in the hat. That's his name. We'll hear from him later on in the show. Albert Pujols leads off with his fly out to center. 1st inning. Now 2 for 17 against Iwakuma. Iwakuma with 4 strikeouts. No runs on 2 hits. He hasn't walked anybody. Congratulations to Tim Lincecum on the no-hitter last night.
Yes. He had to work hard through a lot of pitches.
Yes, he did.
148, I believe. 148 pitches for Tim. He had 13 strikeouts in that no-hitter.
Two and one. Only Edwin Jackson has thrown more pitches in a no-hitter. I think he threw a 149.
4 pitches to Pujols, all of them away. Iwakuma being careful with him. Saw Felix last night. He pitched him inside and pitched him hard inside.
First at bat, pitch ran in hard on the inside quarter. It was borderline, but Felix got it. Pujols didn't like it. There's a 3-1. With strike 2.
We've seen him do that a couple of times here in the game now, being behind 2-0, 3-1, being able to throw his breaking ball over for a strike, not giving in to him with a fastball.
Three-two pitch. Broken bat, Looper going back. Miller coming in. Abanez. Raul is there fighting the sun. Well done.
Well, had to run a long way for this one. He was playing deep because Pujols was the one hitting. In our McDonald's Supermo, you can see the sunglasses on. Good concentration. A little sliding catch for Raul.
Our fan polls today. Who's your first half MVP? Runaway. Not a surprise, Raul Ibanez. All the candidates certainly well deserving, but no more than Raul. Voting will be open all day. There's Josh Hamilton struck out on a 2-2 pitch. Two nice defensive plays already. Got the dive and smother play by Franklin, and now this long run on the looper by Raul Ibanez. Fouled off. Detroit beats Texas 5-0. Verlander took a no-no into the seventh. Mitch Moreland broke it up with a double to right center field. Cabrera went 0 for 2 with the run. His batting average, it dropped all the way to 365.
Oh no.
Inside to Hamilton.
Good shot of the Mariners and the shift that they're playing on their defense. Brad Miller swung around to the second base side. You can see him over there. Kyle Seager's where a shortstop would normally play, so they're expecting Hamilton, if he hits the ball on the ground, to pull it.
One out here in the fourth. Michael Saunders hit a 2-run homer in the second inning for the Mariners lead. For Michael, it's his 6th home run. Takes an RBI total to 24. 22 consecutive games now the Mariners have homered. Center field. Ackley can't corner. 2 down here in the fourth. Make plans. Share blue skies and green grass with family and friends this summer right here at Safeco Field with a group offer that you'll not only enjoy Mariners baseball under the sun, but you'll also receive a scorching deal. Tickets as low as $8. Groups of 20 or more receive special pricing. Make sure you log on to mariners.com/group right now to get your summer date and savings. These folks taking advantage of it. Boeing salute to Kids Day here at Safeco Field. 68 degrees at first pitch, but they're in direct sunlight, so I'm sure it's a little bit hotter.
Bring up Howie Kendrick. Kendrick with a double his first time up. Hit a double down into the right field corner. Had a good series, 3 for 8. He's got 309 average. Solid season so far for the Angels.
It's been an effective pitch. 1-1.
It's been the pitch he's used to get back into counts. He missed with the first pitch, come back with a breaking ball, even it up.
One right side again. Saunders, long run, and the Condor puts it away. No problem. 1, 2, 3 in the fourth. Mariners lead it 2-0. Boeing salute to Kids Day, and joining us in the booth from Spokane, Washington, Colin Meathy. Good to see you, Colin. How you doing, pal?
Good.
You doing all right?
Mm-hmm.
How's your baseball season going for you?
Pretty good.
Yeah. What position do you play?
Third.
All right, third. How you hitting?
Good.
Yeah, you a power hitter?
Yeah.
All right. How many homers you got?
I didn't hit one this season, but I've hit some before.
There you go. A lot of doubles and singles this year, right?
Yeah.
You go up there and get your hacks in, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Did you have fun last night? I know you were at the ball game last night. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Mariner?
Kyle Seager.
At third base.
Good
That
call.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Very good call. You try to copy what he does playing defense at third base?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Now, you and your family, you guys drove over yesterday from Spokane, is that right?
Yeah.
Did you get to do any of the driving?
No.
2-0 pitch here to Seager. He goes the other way. Base hit for Kyle Seager. Right for Colin. Right on time. Take a look at Seager, his hitting streak at 14. Tell me about his swing. What do you see? What do you think?
I like the way that he just strokes right through the middle of the strike zone.
He makes it look pretty easy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Very nice. 14-game hitting streak for Kyle.
That's one of the things that I like so much, too, is he makes a nice, simple swing, right? Not trying to do too much.
Yep.
That's good.
Good deal, too. And he got it on a 2-0 pitch ahead in the count. Here's Justin Smoke. He got a base hit opposite field. First time up, scored on the Saunders home run. You swing, are you a right-hand hitter or a left-hand hitter?
Right-handed.
Right-hand hitter? Okay.
Do you guys get to get over here and watch many games?
We come about once a season.
Once a season? All right.
To watch like 2 games.
Yeah, usually from the weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good deal.
Hey, Colin, take a look at this camera over here.
There
We're
you
getting
go.
some pictures up here.
0-1 here to Smoke. How you doing in school? Did you have a good year?
Yeah.
What's your favorite subject?
I like math.
Good for you. You come here and do a little tutoring session, Mike.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you're good in math, you must be a stat guy. At the end of all the games, you put the batting averages together. You do anything like that?
No, I just look at the batting averages.
Okay. Two balls, one strike here. Justin Smoke with Seager aboard with a leadoff single. Smoke in good shape here, 3-1. We haven't seen him go opposite field. What do you think, Mike? He come work something inside?
I think that he will definitely see some pitches inside. He's seen one so far. But I think the thing that they're trying to do from the Angels, and watching Weaver pitch yesterday, is they want to show him the fastball in, and they go with some off-speed pitches away. Another good at bat for Justin to get a walk.
The first and second, nobody out. First 2 men of each. Michael Saunders set up nicely again. Let's take a look at our Columbia Bank difference of the ball game. And here's Saunders on a 2-1 pitch. Seen some good catches today. That might be the best one.
I think so, just because of all the hands that were in the way, and it was a barehanded catch out there. Able to catch the home run by Michael Saunders.
Colin Meathy from Spokane with us here in the booth. Boeing salute to Kids Day here at Safeco Field. Good spot here for the Mariners. 2 on. Saunders pops one foul.
Colin, do you play any other sports or just baseball?
Just baseball. Sometimes I play football with my friends and cousins, but on a team I only play baseball.
What are you doing for fun this summer?
I like to go on my boat.
Oh, that's fun. It's
Yeah.
hot over in Spokane, doesn't it?
Yeah. Hit like 103 the other day.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Did you listen to your mom put your sunscreen on?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So what do you think of the Mariners' run? They were on a nice little run here the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
You gonna watch the All-Star game?
Probably. I'm
Like-
driving home tomorrow, so might be able to see some of the home run derby.
Oh, that'll be fun, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you going to be rooting for? Anybody rooting for in that home run derby?
Chris Davis.
There you go. Hit his 37th today.
Yeah. Pretty good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Baltimore's already been here once. We don't see Baltimore again until August 2nd. We go there for 3 games. Saunders has got a 1-2 count. It's at high to center field. It'll stay in the ballpark as Trout gets under it. Seager tags, and he'll advance to third. There's 1 out.
Good productive out for Michael Saunders after hitting the home run. He put a good swing on this, taking Trout all the way back to the warning track, but with nobody out. Kyle Seager able to tag up at second, move over to third, and make it an RBI situation now for Zunino. Another fly ball will pick up a run for the Mariners. What do you think about the young guys that have been called up? You have Brad Miller at short, Nick Franklin, now Mike Zunino. You like seeing the young guys?
Yeah, I like the young guys. I like how they're putting a boost in the top of the order.
Yeah, I like that too. Bringing some energy to the guys, right?
Swing and a miss by Zunino. The comeback to Blanton the first time. Colin Meathy's with us from Spokane, Washington. Boeing salute to Kids Day. A double bonus. He's on TV today, and he's going to be on Mariner Vision once this half inning is over. Fights off that pitch, 0-2.
We have a pretty good seat here at the ballpark, don't you think, Colin?
Yeah.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Think you ever want to be a broadcaster? Come in here and take Dave Sims' job?
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad, huh?
0-2 here. Zunino, is it deep enough? Yes, it is. Plenty deep. As Hamilton will get under it. Nice job, Mike Zunino picks up the run. Sacrifice fly. The Mariners lead is now 3-0. The little things, Mike. They're doing the little things.
That's what we like to see. We want to see more of this in the second half. When we were on the road trip in Cincinnati, Zunino, a simple ground ball to second, but he moved the runner up. It's something that Eric Wedge appreciated. And this is a good at bat. In an 0-2 count, stays with this pitch that's away from him. It was a strike on the outside corner. And able to hit a fly ball into the outfield. Give Saunders some credit by hitting the deep fly ball to move Seager up, and now an RBI for Zunino on an out to right.
That's beautiful. First sac fly for Mike Zunino. Here's Ackley, flied out to left. There's one of the young pups making a big contribution here in the fourth. 2-0.
Good aggressive swing by Dustin Ackley on a fastball out over the plate. Dustin had a base hit in last night's game.
Right into the glove, 2-2. And because they're pitching today, Verlander and Iwakuma have been removed from the active roster for the All-Star game on Tuesday. They've been replaced by Baltimore's Chris Tillman and Greg Holland, the Kansas City closer, on the active list for Tuesday's All-Star game. 2-2. Full count.
Colin, did you have a chance to tell all your buddies you were going to be on TV today?
I didn't know I was going to be on TV
You didn't know?
today.
When did you find out?
We found out when we got to the ballpark.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. What's the name of your team?
Spokane Kingsmen.
There you go. Strike 3 called on Ackley. He thought he had a free pass. Colin, hey, congratulations. Good luck the rest of the summer. All right, man. Have
We'll
a
see
good
you,
time.
Colin, okay?
All
We'll
right.
see you, bud.
See ya.
Boy, salute the kids today. And Colin Meathy from Spokane, Washington joins us. We're going to be up in Mariner Vision in a couple of seconds. 3-0 Mariners. Mike Zunino just recorded his first sacrifice fly to give the Mariners an additional run after Saunders hit a 2-run homer in the second. Kids stay here at the ballpark.
Colin did a great job.
He was very good. Broke down, nice little breakdown of Kyle's swing.
Talking about the top of the lineup and the young guys.
Trumbo gets into one high and deep on the track for Raul. Leaping, can't get it, gone, home run. Trumbo's 21st home run, his 57th RBI. And Iwakuma giving up his 21st long ball of the season.
Trumbo being aggressive, hitting the first pitch out of the ballpark. This is an off-speed pitch. I think it's that breaking ball. It is. Didn't get it on the outer half of the plate where Zunino wanted it. Left it in the middle as it goes into the Angel bullpen. We're all trying to bring it back, but not enough reach on this one.
There's Kai Aspo grounded out to second.
Well, you know, those solo home runs are going to happen, and they're going to happen to the good ones from time to time, and that's the reason why the last inning are so important. Yeah, first and second with nobody out, and the Mariners able to manufacture a run from there. Good at bats by Saunders and Zunino to get that runner in as this one's popped up to third. Kyle shading his eyes.
Take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. The All-Star break is upon us at the conclusion of today's game. Houston for 3 and then back home again. 3 with the Cleveland Indians. The Minnesota Twins will be here for 4 and then back out to the east with Boston and Baltimore. Minnesota blew out the Yankees today 10-4. Gives them 2 out of 3 this weekend series in New York. Chris Iannetta robbed by Nick Franklin. First time up. So over his last 5 games now, Iwakuma's given up 11 home runs. Franklin will throw out Iannetta again, 2 down. Much easier play.
It looked like Nick was shading him towards the middle a little bit more. That first play was a great play by Franklin as he dove up the middle to take that hit away, and I think he was shading him up the middle a little bit more.
Love that shot from here right in our booth. Panoramic scene. Safeco Field. Eric Ibar, the hitter. Good bunt, takes a strike. Ground ball through the hole, a base hit. 2 for 2 day for Ibar. Top of the order, beginning the 3rd time around. Here's J.B. Shuck. Struck out swinging, struck out looking. Right to Franklin. This is time. He throws the smoke, and that'll do it. Home run by Trumbo, highlighting the 5th inning for the Angels. Mariners have a lead of 3-1. And coming up, top of the order, Brett Miller, Nick Franklin, and Raul Ibanez. Finished the first half of the season on a big upbeat note as Brad Miller swings through, leading off the home fifth. Top of the order, Miller, Franklin, and Ibanez against Joe Blanton. One and one. Brad a fly to right. A line drive to center field that was run down. Right center fielder was run down by Mike Trout. Slaps it by Cayaspo, base hit. Nice work today. Mariners going opposite field. Miller, Seager, and Smoke. Here's Tom Glasgow.
Dave, thanks so much from the Ford Sports Desk. Little preview of the Home Run Derby tomorrow at Citi Field in New York, and the odds-on favorite to win it. His name, Chris Davis, Baltimore Orioles. Davis going yard again today. Take a look at this. That's 4 straight games with a home run for Davis. 37 on the season. That ties the record of Reggie Jackson's most home runs in the American League before the All-Star break, and the Orioles get the 7-4 win.
That is very impressive. Chris Davis, what a first half. Sure, Nick Franklin wants to put it in play hard somewhere. He's walked the first 2 times. Blanton has walked 3, twice walked Franklin.
Brad Miller getting a good lead over at first.
Brad 2 for 2 in base stealing. Strike 2, 1 and 2.
Well, Nick's taking his share of pitches here, giving Brad an opportunity to run if he wanted to. Now he has to take care of himself with 2 strikes.
Two and 2. Raul awaits his turn. Hit the ball hard to center field. In the 3rd inning, he's 0 for 2. Time called. Full count. 3rd consecutive full count to Nick Franklin. Runner goes, and it's ball 4. First 2 men are on board for Raul Ibanez. Franklin's walked 3 consecutive times.
I was a little bit worried that Ibar was going to be able to get Brad Miller. Brad looked like he had thoughts that Ibar tried to deke him and make him think that the ball was in center field, and I thought Brad maybe was going to try to run to 3rd. Another good start to another inning for the Mariners.
Fielder's choice and a line out to center. Raul Ibanez, number 4, tied with Adam Dunn. Home run leaderboard.
I'm starting to get some action out in the Angels bullpen. Blanton now 91 pitches thrown in this one.
Michael Cone warming up. Raul entered today's action, a .269 hitter against Joe Blanton with 2 home runs and 8 runs batted in. One one, 2-1. Good speed out there, Miller and Franklin. Hit hard, base hit. Miller to third as Hamilton tracks it down. Miller scores. Franklin to third. Raul with an RBI double. 4-1 Seattle. Raul Ibanez is struck again. It's his 10th double, his 56th RBI. What a first half.
Well, Raul and Morales both have done an excellent job of hitting with runners in scoring position, and Raul with nobody out, first and second. Well, he kept this from being another home run as he did an elevated solid line drive into right field.
Well, Mike Scioscia is coming to take Joe Blanton out of this ball game. 4-1 Mariners in the 5th and bidding for more. And our last blast of Bastille Day for today. And the chef in the hat, Thierry Rotaro, is with us here. Take a look at some of the things he did.
If you guys thought the French guy couldn't do a tailgating, you're wrong. I'm coming right down to the stadium today. Homemade pork sausage, bean stew, and pickled vegetable. Go Mariners!
Let's bring a start to the tailgating, huh?
Boy, I tell you, he nailed it. Thierry Rotaro out of Madison Valley. He's got a couple of places out there. 4-1 Mariner lead. They get runners at second and third for Morales against the new pitcher, Michael Cohn.
And the Angels have their infield in, even though there isn't anybody out here, down 4-1. Mike Scioscia doesn't want to give up any more runs. 31 appearances for Cohn on the year. 27 strikeouts to 13 walks. Opponent's average just 165.
Well, Morales is 0 for 2 today.
Cohn has a good fastball. He'll be 95, 96 miles an hour. There's a split and a slider.
Round back. Morales had ground out to second, fly to center today. He's looking to extend his hitting streak to 7 games. Seager with a base hit today is now hitting 14 consecutive games, and Saunders with a 2-run homer to get the Mariners on the board to second. His hitting streak now at 7. Michael Cone of Camden, South Carolina. 1-2. Way upstairs. Cone celebrating his 27th birthday a few weeks ago. Been up and down with the ball club since 2010. He did go. It's his home plate umpire, Hal Gibson. And Morales is gone. 1 out.
We'll take a look at see if you think Morales went, and yes, he did. Good call by the home plate umpire. Want to bring up Kyle Seager. Kyle 1 for 2. They mentioned a base hit into left field. They also scored a run.
So Seager facing Michael Cone, who missed all of last year after getting Tommy John surgery.
And they're going to put Kyle on. Good news for the Mariners is they have a hot hitter waiting on deck, Justin Smoak. Smoak is 1 for 1, had a base hit, scored a run. He also walked his last time up. Justin having a really good homestand. Drove in 4 runs in last night's game. Moving around with a base hit to right field and then 3 runs on a 3-run home run. His 8th home run of the year.
First time Seager's been intentionally walked, and it sets up a bases loaded situation here for Smoak.
Let's take a look at what Justin did in last night's ball game. Felix on the mound, a good pitching matchup with Jared Weaver. 0-0 ball game. He gets a base hit to drive in a run, and then this 3-run home run to dead center field, right over the 401 mark. Made it a 4-0 ball game. Felix took it over from there. But good to see Felix getting some run support early in the game, and that provided by Justin Smoak.
Smoak with 8 home runs, 22 runs batted in. Got 1 out, bases loaded. Here's the updated numbers here. It's where they stand on the homestand. Both guys up to the second here. Smoak and Saunders.
High averages, and how about the extra base hits? 4 for Smoak, 5 for Michael Saunders.
In and out of the glove of Iannetta. Smoak behind 0-2.
And that was a good pitch for him to hit. You can see it on our EQC tracer right down the middle. It was also the best fastball Cone has thrown at 97 miles an hour.
Two pitch coming to Smoak with the bases loaded and 1 out. Franklin's at third. Vanya's at second. Kyle Seager at first. One-two pitch here to Smoak. That's tremendous extension by Chris Iannetta. Second time he's done that. The run saver.
Well, 96 mile an hour fastball. Take a look at Chris Iannetta as he reaches up for this. Put a lot of pressure on your rotator cuff as you try to keep that one from going to the backstop. Good play.
Boy, force of the turn. Mask comes off. 2-2 the count. Struck him out. 2 outs. Time now for a CenturyLink link to what's next. Speculation on our part. We think Joe Saunders will get the bid against Bud Norris for the weekend, start the weekend series in Houston. Our CenturyLink to what's next. Michael Saunders now bases loaded, 2 outs.
Joe Saunders has really been pitching well. He shut these Angels down 7 innings and didn't give up an earned run. Opening game of this series.
Saunders, 7th man to the plate here in the 5th inning. On 1 to count. Spot to blow this game open. 4-1 lead for the Mariners. Bases loaded. 2. Two pitch. Struck him out. Wow. Michael Cohen, heck of a job. Run on 2 hits, no errors, 3 men left. Mariners with a 4-1 lead. Here in the 2013 baseball season. Get downtown from the airport for only $2.75 on Sound Transit's Link Light Rail. See how easy it is at soundtransit.org. Old school Mariner gear there. Boeing Salute the Kids Day here at Safeco Field. Another good crowd. 32,000 and change last night. And this afternoon, easily 25,000. Beautiful day. So far, so good for Hisashi Iwakuma. Giving up just the leadoff home run to Mark Trumbo. That was in the 5th. The Mariners have done a good job driving in some runs. 2-run homer by Saunders, sac fly Zunino, and an RBI double by Ibanez. Strike 1 to Mike Trout, leading off the 6th. Buddy Trout, Pujols, and Hamilton. side to Mike Trout today. Fouled out to Smoke at first. First base foul territory and flied out to right.
Iwakuma has tried to get him out away. I thought that last pitch was a good one. Move his feet around. Don't let him hang out over the plate on you. And he's going to go away again. Dane De La Rosa getting loose in the pen for the Angels. Dane pitched in last night's ball game.
An effective pitch all day, as you mentioned. Get back in the count. 2-2.
A little bit off of that one. Only 79 miles an hour. Bigger break to it.
Iwakuma 4-0. 6 games, 5 starts against the Angels with a 1.02 ERA. Here's 2-2 to Trout. Through the infield, just under the glove of Iwakuma. Base hit for Trout. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners.
I'll bring up Albert Pujols. Pujols is not running well at all, so if Iwakuma can get him to hit the ball on the ground, he certainly is a double play candidate. Great speed over at first base with Trout on leadoff single.
Ball one, Albert. Fly to center. Oh, looper. Left field, long run, sliding catch by Raul Ibanez in the 4th. One, Albert.
Well located fastball on the outside corner. Most important, it was down.
All 2 strikes to Albert Pujols with Trout at first. Trout tied for 3rd. Jason Kipnis, 21 stolen bases. Jacoby Ellsbury, free agent at the end of this season, leads the American League, leads baseball with 36. And then stops. Drive to center field. Ackley's there. 1 out. Pretty good bluff there by Trout.
I think he thought about it, but it wasn't a good jump, so he shut it down. Mariners will put the shift on now with Hamilton hitting. Hamilton 0 for 2. That's a strikeout swing and fly ball to center field.
Leaning. Trout. Had to get back. 0-1 to Hamilton.
.65 pitches, 46 strikes.
Swing and a miss by Hamilton, 1-1. Our crowd guesstimate pretty close, 25,629. Good reason to pay attention to Trout. Keep him close as possible. Easier said than done. Good lead. 1-1 pitch. There he goes. Check swing over Dino Ebel's head. Third base coach. Trout's got to retreat, get back. 1-2.
It's good news for Iwakuma and the Mariners because he had that base stolen probably without a throw. It's the kind of jump he had. It's interesting the effect certain players have on the game. That base hit, leadoff base hit by Trout, Iwakuma has just really slowed down, and a big reason why is because of Trout over at first.
Takes Trout at first. He's got a 1-2 pitch here to Hamilton. There. Fakes again. Hamilton swings and misses. Down and in with that breaking ball. Boy, he's really been susceptible to that against the Mariners this season. So 2 outs. Man at first. It'll bring up Howie Kendrick. It's known as the Edgar game. Tonight, Root Sports is Game 4 of the '95 American League Division Series against the Yankees. Relive all the great moments as the Mariners refuse to lose on Edgar Martinez's 7 RBI night. We're going to hear from Lou Piniella, Norm Charlton, and many more. We're going to look back at one of the great comebacks in playoff history. Strikeout number 5 for Iwakuma.
Howie Kendrick. He is 1 for 2, doubled in the right field corner and lined out to right field.
Iwakuma gets ahead of him 0-2.
Well, I saw Kendrick hit the ball hard twice, both of them on fastballs that were middle in, so he's throwing 2 breaking balls here in this at bat to get ahead 0-2. See where that pitch was in his last at bat, up and in. Still hit it hard to right.
Two pitch. Mr. Zunino continues to do some really good work behind the plate. You know, Eric Wedge, former catcher himself, appreciates that on multiple levels. Two pitch. Trout runs. Pitch fouled off.
Well, it's a good way to keep him from stealing bases. A couple of foul balls. He's tried twice. Both times Hamilton fouled one off, and now Kendrick.
Well, and you're right, he is. Iwakuma has shut it down to his tempo after the leadoff single. 1-2 here to Kendrick. Trout's on the move. Pitch swung on, and that's trouble down the left field line. Trout had stopped. He's coming to third. He'll get the stop sign right there. Double for Howie Kendrick.
Take a look at it. Trout stealing the base, dives in head first, never looked back in, didn't know where the ball was right away. And because of that, he ended up diving into second, and he wasn't able to score on the play. Ibanez was over in left center field. That'll bring up Trumbo. Solo home run to left his last time up. He's 1 for 2.
First pitch, too.
You look at his first pitch to Trumbo, right in the middle of the plate. Towering home run out to left as it goes into the Angel bullpen. And they're going to put him on. Interesting.
Pitch to Callaspo. Trumbo 1 for 2 today, so he's 3 for 11 with a home run and 5 RBIs against Iwakuma.
Well, that home run that he hit, that was his 21st of the season. Callaspo with 4 home runs on the year.
Last year here against Felix, Callaspo came off the bench and pinch hit home run.
Well, the Mariners just had the bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th, and now it's the Angels' turn with 2 outs. Let's see what he's done in his career. The bases loaded, 276 average, a couple of grand slams for Callaspo.
Trout, Kendrick, and Trumbo the runners now. Very good speed out there. Trumbo for big man. He's a fast runner. 2 outs. Iwakuma in a big time jam. Line drive, right field, hooking, foul. Easy call for first base umpire Marty Foster. On 1 to Callaspo. 1-1.
Four pitches in the inning. This next pitch will be 80 for Iwakuma, working in the 6th.
Callaspo's been tough on the Mariners. 483 hitter this season. Got an 8-game hitting streak working. Coming on, Sunders can't get it. Base hit. Trout scores. Kendrick right behind him. Throw to the plate. Not in time. Down to third goes Trumbo. We got a 4-3 ball game. Alberto Callaspo keeps his hitting streak going. Picks up 2 RBIs. Gives him 33 now. And it's a 1-run game. That pitch was up.
That's been one of the problems for Iwakuma. This pitch is up. It's a fastball running right back out over the middle of the plate. It jams him a little bit, but he's able to line it into right field. Good speed on the bases. Trout can walk home. Howie Kendrick, who had doubled in this inning, ends up scoring from second.
Trumbo made his way to third. And now the catcher, Chris Iannetta, and all this coming with 2 outs. Breaking ball, strike one.
Charlie Burbush getting loose in the pen, just starting to throw. Switch hitter Eric Ibar on deck.
Angels have now out-hit the Mariners 7-5. Mariners hold a 1-run lead. Pitch. Fouled off. 0-2. With just one pass ball in the season. Good work. Again. Ioannidis twice grounded out to Nick Franklin at second. This way. Do it again.
Kuma was breezing along, having to throw a lot of pitches in this inning. There you go. Next pitch will be 30 in the inning for him, 85 total.
Ioannidis, seventh man to the plate here. Top of the sixth. One, two, pitch to Ioannidis. Strike three call. Boy, did he need that. Needed it big time. It's the sixth strikeout. The Angels strike for 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and leave 2. Mariners still hold a 4-3 lead.
lead over the Angels. Tom Glasgow with you from the Ford Sports Desk. Brandon Workman made his Major League debut earlier this week when the Boston Red Sox were in town today. Brandon getting his first career start in Oakland against the Athletics, and so far, check this out. He has thrown a no-hitter through 6 innings. Dustin Pedroia giving him some defensive help right here. We will keep you up to date on this game. And Dave and Mike, there have been 3 pitchers in baseball history to deliver a no-hitter in their first career start. Bumpus Jones, 1892, Ted Breitenstein, 1891, and Obo Holliman, 1952. There you go, guys. Crack staff with the research.
Atta baby. Good stuff. Dane De La Rosa takes over. Swing and a miss by Mike Zunino.
Not familiar with those guys, but I like the names.
Yes, indeed.
Well, the Mariners had a nice lead. Going to have to figure out a way to score some more runs. Now that lead's cut to just 1. They had a great opportunity last inning. Bases loaded with just 1 out. Michael Cone had come on. Ends up striking out 3 Mariners. Gets out of the inning.
Two and 1 to Mike Zunino.
De La Rosa pitched last night. Good fastball, 95, 96 miles an hour. Hard slider.
2-1 pitch. He does throw hard. That 6.5 coming down the hill at you. Seems like it's a heavy kind of fastball too. Really take the bat out of your hands.
Good count for Zunino.
Zunino, Ackley, and Miller here in the bottom of the 6th. Hustles it into center field for a base hit. Well, Mike Z checking in with a base hit. He had a sac fly last time up. Here's Tom Glasgow again.
Dave, thanks. Brandon Workman's no-hit bid in Oakland ends. Leadoff hitter in the 7th is Coco Crisp. He gets a single, so Brandon Workman will not join Bumpus, Ted, and Obo.
Thank you, Tom. Dustin Ackley, fly to left and a called 3rd strike today. Strike 1. To Dustin.
Looking where Cayespo was playing at 3rd. If Dustin wants to drop a bunt down, he can walk to first base. Cayespo's just daring him to do it. You can see how far back he is. Typically left-handed hitters that can run, they'll play about even with the bag.
One and 2.
And with 2 strikes, that takes that out of the equation.
Sure does. Ackley 4 for 15 on the homestand. Two and 2. Broken bat. Kendrick. Nice play to get Ackley. Down to 2nd goes Zunino. Bring up Brad Miller.
Brad's hit the ball hard a couple of times in this one. fly out to right field. Line drive to center that was caught by Trout, and then a base hit back up the middle for Brad Miller this afternoon. Scored a run after that base hit.
Strike one to Brad. Nice job by Douglas. That's nicely played.
You're mentioning it. 6'6", 6'7". Gets off the mound in good shape. Over the shoulder catch. I thought this ball was going to hit in the middle of the infield, maybe check up for a base hit for Brad, but it was a good play by De La Rosa.
I think he's going for a long rebound.
Yeah.
Two outs. Nick Franklin, he's walked 3 times. 3 of the 4 walks issued by Joe Blant.
The Mariners have scored 4 runs, but they're just 1 for 6 now with runners in scoring position.
Ball 1. Makes ahead 2-0. Joe Wilson, 6'7", 245. Torrance, California, 30 years old. 2-0. Upstairs, Franklin's seen a lot of pitches today. 3-1.
He was in good shape to get his 4th walk of the game.
De La Rosa coming over from Tampa Bay in March for Steve Jeltz. Four plate appearances, 4 consecutive full counts for Nick Franklin.
The 3-1 pitch, he looked like he was taking it all the way.
3-2, 2 outs. Zunino at second. Knock him out. So Zunino gets a leadoff single. They advance him to second. Can't score him, but the Mariners still lead at 4-3. And always good to get a good luck. Mount Rainier. baseball on Root Sports, being brought to you by Linwood Honda. Experience the difference. And by CenturyLink, your link to what's next. And celebrating Bastille Day as we celebrate the final day of the first half of the baseball season here in Seattle. Mariners lead 4-3 over the Angels. The Mariners trying to come down the stretch here in the final 13 games, trying to finish at 8-5. It's been against some really good opponents. That last chance, she's going to get married, bride to be.
Congratulations.
Iwakuma. Leadoff man here is Eric Ibar.
He could use a quick inning and throw 30 pitches last inning. And really gave his pitch count a beating. His next pitch will be 87 for him. He was in great shape up to that point.
No play for Ibanez. The Ibar, Shuck, and Trout 9-1-2. Two-hit day for Ibar. Base hit to left, base hit to right. There we go, 30 pitches. That is a lot. Boy, he was in great shape going into that inning. Ground ball to Franklin. Throws that Ibar. One down.
It's a big out for him because Trout is due up third in this inning to get back to the top of the lineup. J.B. Shuck, the leadoff hitter, stepping in, and Trout coming out on deck.
First place Oakland battling Boston. It's a 2-2 ball game in Oakland, bottom of the 7th. Oof, San Diego putting it on the Giants. 10-1, top of the 6th in San Diego. Barry Zito got lit up. Detroit beat Texas 5-0.
The Padres, after getting no hit yesterday by Tim Lincecum, decided to make up for it today. 10 runs.
Always a tough act trying to follow a guy with
It
a
is.
no-no.
Yeah.
Perfecto. Ripped down the line. Foul. Two. Franklin, jump throw, beauty. This kid's something, isn't he? That is two outstanding plays he's made today. Wow.
When you consider that Chuck can really get down the line. Here's Nick Franklin again showing the range. Jump throw. Easy play for Smoke. Franklin wasn't even in your picture at the start of that play.
He made a dive and smother play, taking a base hit away from Iannetta, leading off the third. He's got 6 assists already.
Really good look for our McDonald's Supermo.
Mike Trout 1 for 3. Runs scored.
Charlie Furbush is up in the pen for the Mariners. Iwakuma now at 92 pitches. Charlie getting ready for Hamilton. I'm sure Pujols on deck. Hamilton after him.
1-1 to Mike. Tampa Bay took out Houston 5-0. Baltimore over Toronto 7-4. Applebaum blew a save in the 9th. Phillies win it in the 10th against the White Sox 4-3. Minnesota takes 2 out of 3 at the Yankees. They went 10-4 today. Cincinnati defeats Atlanta in Atlanta 8-4. Washington 5-2 over Miami. In Miami, that's a 10. Get the All-Star game coming up on Tuesday on Fox. 4:30 Pacific time. They'll hit air. One, two. Had to drop one in on the inside corner. Two. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Mike Trout to get through 7. Iwakuma with his 7th strikeout today. He's got a 1-run lead. We're going to stick around here for God Bless America here at Safeco Field. 25,629 on hand as the Mariners make their way towards the All-Star break. And we are ready. It'll be Keith Taylor from the Marysville Fire Department.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Brought to you by Washington's Lottery. Last year, Washington's Lottery turned 28.6 million Washingtonians into winning heirs. They can do the same for you. Thanks to Washington's Lottery, winning heirs are made daily. Mariners on a good run. This is game 13, taking them to the All-Star break. They're trying to go 8-5, and that would get them to 9 games under 500. They can hold on and get a win here today, and they will go into the break feeling good. Stephen Pryor trying to work his way back in. Michael Moore's trying to work his way back to health. Franklin Gutierrez, that's a continuing story. Scott Downs takes over for the Angels. Iwakuma, 7 strikeouts today through 7 innings. Holding a 1-run lead. Here's Raul Ibanez to lead it off. Two really good defensive plays by Nick Franklin. Let's just go on and say that Mikey's a keeper at second base. Looks like for a long time.
Yep, he's been on base 3 times today, hitting second in the lineup. All 3 of them walks. Mariners trying to get some insurance here.
Here. 1-0 to Raul. Popped it up. Comes back to first baseman Trumbo. 1 out. 1 out here in the 7th. Plug in with Mariners earbuds to listen to the Mariners broadcast all season long. Friday, June 26th, first 10,000 fans are going to pick up a free pair of Mariners earbuds thanks to T-Mobile. For tickets to see the Mariners take on the Twins and pick up this great giveaway, go to mariners.com. Here's Morales. 6-game hitting streak on the line. He's 0 for 3.
Morales looking for his first hit. He's had a good series, 4 for 11 in the series.
Outside 2-0.
Charlie Verbush getting loose in the pen again. It's the 3rd time that we've seen him throwing in the bullpen.
Ground ball. 3rd baseman Cayespo throws out Morales. 2 outs. Dave Niehaus statue out in the concourse, right center field. One of the great statues you'll see anywhere in the world of sports. It is a must-see stop here when you come to the ballpark. The attention to detail is fabulous.
Including his scorebook out there.
Right?
Yeah.
Got the triumphant playoff game in '95 on there. In tight to Kyle Seager. Seager with 1 hit today. 1 for 2. He's intentionally walked in the 5th.
Well, the good news is that hit extended his hitting streak to 14 games now.
Downs covered. Gets a scoop from Trumbo, and an easy inning for Scott Downs. Mariners go 1-2-3. 7th inning, make that the 8th inning coming up. They would be saying, my oh my, the All-Star breaks. So the Mariners with a 4-3 lead as we go to the top of the 8th inning. Iwakuma, nice effort today.
That was a good bounce back start for Iwakuma. Struggled in his last outing. Made a couple of mistakes in this one today. It was a solo home run to Trumbo and a ball up to Cayespo that cost him a few earned runs. But overall, it looked like his command was backward consistently down in the strike zone. Able to elevate a fastball from time to time when he thought that he needed to. You can see all these pitches on the corner and down. Good outing for him. 7 innings pitched, 7 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned. Just 1 walk for Iwakuma, 7 strikeouts, 96 pitches, 68 of those for strikes. In the 6th inning, he was doing great. He had to throw 30 pitches. That ruined his pitch count. Charlie, a 41st appearance on the year. 3.62 ERA for Charlie.
Albert Pujols fouls off the first pitch. Albert Pujols, Josh Hamilton, Howie Kendrick, 3, 4, and 5 here for the Angels. Iwakuma through the first 4 innings, no runs, 2 hits, 4 strikeouts. You look at his last 2 innings, 3 runs, a strikeout, 5 hits allowed. Seager guarding the line at third. Line drive into the gap. Ibanez will track it down, and Albert will limp his way into a second with a double. 19th 2-base hit for Albert. Tying run aboard.
This is on a fastball, and he hits it hard. Gets through the outfielders in a hurry as it rolls all the way to the wall. Again, Albert doesn't run well, but he just jogs in to second base with a leadoff double. See if Charlie can get a strikeout here. Brings up Josh Hamilton. Hamilton is already, he struck out in the 2nd, struck out in the 6th inning. He's 0 for 3.
Breaking ball for strike. Another breaking ball popped up. Seager's got to play. Big out. 1 down here in the 8th. Don't miss your chance to shake hands with the furriest Mariner on the team, the Mariner Moose. Stop by the Seattle Children's Moose Den. That's in center field. Do it the next time you're here at the ballpark. Meet, take photos with the best mascot in baseball. That's Seattle Children's Moose Den. We'll see you there. Howie Kendrick, couple of doubles today. 2 for 3. Double to right, double to left. Ball, center field for Ackley. 2 outs. Here's Mike Trumbo. Homered off of Iwakuma leading off the 5th. It was his 21st home run. 57th run batted in. Essentially walked in the 6th.
Oliver Perez getting loose in the Mariners pen. Trumbo hitting .222 off of left-handed pitching this year.
Strike 1 from Charlie. Mariners got 2 runs in the 2nd inning. 2-run homer by Michael Saunders. In the 4th, Mike Zunino with his first sacrifice fly. This big leaguer. And in the 5th, an RBI double for Raul Ibanez, counting to the Mariners scores today. Angels. You have the Trumbo homer in the 5th, and the 6th, a 2-run single by Alberto Callaspo.
Angels 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position this afternoon.
Strike 2. Nice pitch by Charlie Furbush.
Good breaking ball from Charlie. 82 miles an hour on the outside corner and kept it down. Mariners outfield playing straight away against Trumbo.
Big spot here for Charlie. 2-2, 2 outs and a runner at second. A 1-run Mariner lead. Pitch to Trumbo. Fouled off.
One of the best fastballs we've seen from Charlie this year. 95 miles an hour on the hands of Trumbo.
Do it again. 2-2. Puts it in play. Foul. Alfredo Griffin, the first base coach. Nice crowd of 25,629 on hand here rooting home the Mariners. Charlie Furbush trying to get out of a tight spot here. Pujols, slow runner, represents a tying run. 2-2. He got him! Struck him out! Charlie Furbush strikes out Mark Trumbo to end the 8th. Stranding Pujols, who had led off the inning with the double. And a big-time performance by Charlie. To the home 8th we go with Smoke Saunders and Zunino coming up. To you by BNSF Railway, the engine that connects us, and by Auburn Volkswagen, Das Auto. Look at this thing, spectacular here in Seattle. 4-3 lead for the Mariners, bottom of the 8th. Mariners could use a couple of runs for insurance here as they try to make their way to an 8-5 closing record coming down the stretch here to the All-Star break. Here's Ernesto Frieri. He's been tough against the Mariners.
Yeah, he's just been tough in general. His ERA is under 3. 38 appearances on the year. Here's a number for you. 60 strikeouts in just 39 2/3 innings. Opponents average 176. Hard-throwing right-hander. That is a lot of strikeouts for the innings that he has pitched this year.
Crazy.
Justin Smoke will lead the inning off. He is 1 for 2. Had a base hit, scored a run, walked in the 4th. Strikeout swinging.
There we go, Big Tom. Getting ready to pitch the 10th. Popped up out of play. Two for Smoke. Freire out of Boulevard, Columbia. Popped up back this way.
Good aggressive swing by Justin on a fastball that was outside, 95 miles an hour.
Freire about to turn 28 years old in 5 days. Originally signed by the Padres organization. He's got Smoke 0-2. Iannetta is trying to sell that. Two pitch. There you go, base hit. Smoke to the gap. Hamilton will get it back in, and Justin Smoke a leadoff double here in the 8th. Big Smokey with his 13th double, his 2nd hit today.
He has had a good homestand, really been swinging the bat well since coming off of the DL, and this is another extra base hit for Justin as he doubles into the right center field gap on a fastball at 95 miles an hour. Hamilton able to cut it off before it gets to the wall, but Justin cruises into second. See what Saunders decides to do. Michael hit a home run in the 2nd inning today, give the Mariners an early lead. One of the better bunters on the team. We'll see how Eric Wedge wants to play this. Callaspo playing even with the bag at 3rd.
7th Mariner hit.
Mike Zunino waiting on deck.
Slicing drive, left center field. Trout runs it down. Smoke will hold at second. Let's check in with Tom Glasgow.
Dave, thanks so much from the Ford Sports Desk. A little sneak peek at what's coming your way on Mariners post game. Couple of M's prospects playing in the Futures game today back in New York. We'll tell you how they did. We'll also give you the plays of the season up to this point. Look forward to that. And Eric Wedge hopes to be talking about a sweep of the Angels as well as we send it back upstairs.
All right, thank you, Tom. How about Smoke with the 2 hits today on the homestand is 10 for 26.
That base hit, I think he pushes his average up over 270 now for the year.
Good for him. Mike Zunino. Sacrifice fly back in the 4th. Got a single in the 6th. 1 for 2. First big league sacrifice fly for Mike in the 4th. Gave the Mariners a 3-0 lead. Going 2. Tom ready to come in. He's going to have a big time save opportunity. He's got the bottom 3rd of the order coming up for the Angels. Callaspo, Iannetta, and Ibar scheduled. Smoke at 272 with that base hit. A little outside, says Al Gibson.
And so does the tracer. Just off the plate away.
1-2. Iannetta held on. 2 outs. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Make plans for an affordable summer outing at Safeco Field for the entire family. Join the Mariners for the next Safeco Insurance Grand Slam Family Package event. It's coming up on Wednesday, July 24th against the Indians at 12:40 start time. Each member of the family can pick up a ticket, a hot dog, and a Pepsi for as low as $15. So get your savings when you get your tickets at mariners.com/specials. 0 for 3 day for Ackley. Strike one. He's in an 0-2 hole.
That's a tough pitch. Perfect fastball right on the outside corner. At the knees, 95 miles an hour.
Here's the 0-2. Way outside. Ackley battling for error, and he's got smoked with a leadoff double in the 8th inning, but 2 down. Ackley with 4 hits on the homestand. He's 0 for 3 today. And a 1-2. Long way, a long run for Shuck.
He's just battling right now, quickly behind in the count. Couple of fastballs to hit and hasn't been able to catch up to him.
Ackley can keep it going. Brad Miller's on deck. Two to Ackley. Hit well, center field, but Trout has it. That'll do it for the 8th inning. So the bartender, Tom Wilhelmsen, will be coming on for last call, bidding for his 19th save and bidding for the Mariners to win their 8th game in the last 13 as we head to the All-Star break. 4-3 Seattle. first half MVP of the Mariners. And no question, a runaway win for Raul Ibanez at 78% of the votes. I think that's on the money again.
Yeah,
Seager, Hernandez, and Iwakuma, all great candidates, but you got to go with Raul. And Raul Ibanez, the man of Seattle, here in the first half through the first 95 games. Raul drove in a run with the double today. 1 for 4. Now Tom Wilhelmsen, the bartender, with a chance to get his 19th save and give Iwakuma his 8th win.
31 strikeouts in the 40 innings that Tom has pitched. ERA at a 4.05. On a good fastball. He's been throwing hard lately. 97, 98 miles an hour with his fastball. Good curve and a changeup.
Callaspo to lead it off. Strike one. Alberto extended his hitting streak to 9 games with a 2-run single in the 6th to draw the Angels to within a run. Good numbers there for the Mariners. 36-2 leading after the 8th. Callaspo, Iannetta, and Ibar. Actually, it's Hank Conger. He's out. He'll pinch hit for Iannetta. He's on deck. Put it in play. Miller. Wow.
Good to see a routine ground ball back up the middle. Brad Miller handles it. Justin Smoke makes the play at first. Always good to get the leadoff hitter out.
You know it.
Hank Conger will pinch hit. See what he's done in his career against Tom Wilhelmsen. 0 for 1.
2 for 9 as a pinch hitter this year with an RBI. Be a great confidence builder for Wilhelmsen. I'll get a 1-2-3 here.
Oh, it's a good fastball. 99 miles an hour. Looked like it was right at the bottom of the strike zone, but he didn't get the call.
Strike. Comes to 1-1. It's a hit. Ball with 2 strikes. Tom can put away Conger. 1-2 pitch. Just outside.
And tried to throw the curveball. Didn't have much break to it. Maybe overthrowing that pitch a little bit. Just let it stay outside. Not much bite there.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Another one, same. Just rolling up there. Looks like his fastball and his changeup are better pitches for him today.
Three and 2 to Hank Conger. That's playable for Raul Ibanez. 2 outs. Always pesky Eric Ibar stand in now.
Ibar 2 for 3 in the game. Couple of singles for him.
Two outs, nobody on. A 1-run Mariner lead. Pitch to Ibar. Down low, ball 1. Eric with 2 hits today, 2 for 3. Single to left in the 3rd, in the 5th. He singled to right. Rounded out the 2nd in the 7th. 2-0. Tom needs a strike. 2-0 pitch. 3-0.
Oh, like a pretty good pitch. Didn't get the call. J.B. Shuck waiting on deck. Leadoff hitter for the Angels.
It's a battle back. Any of the fans, 25,629 on their feet here. Trying to get back in the count. And he does. 3-1. 3-1 Ibar. Line drive right at Franklin. That's it. Closing time. Here's Wilhelmsen. Saves it, wins it for Iwakuma. And on this sun-splashed Sunday, the Mariners finish the first half winning 8 of their last 13 games. What a finish here to go 9 games under 500. Good run and good momentum for the second half.
A lot of good things offensively for the Mariners going into the break. Michael Saunders with a 2-run home run today. He's swinging the bat much better. Justin Smoke, a couple of hits again for him. Those guys hitting towards the bottom of the lineup now. Good sign for the Mariners. Mariners also get their first sweep going into the break. That's a lot of momentum, some positive things for these guys as they take a few days off before they start up the second half of the season.
Michael, enjoy your break, my man.
Yes, you do the same.
Absolutely. You got it. 4-3 Mariners. Brad and Dave Valley. A lot of good stuff to talk about, boys.
Oh, it is, Dave. Thank you very much. Not just